Hey! Yeah, super excited for tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I might just rock like an old commander. I haven't really had like the inspiration for any new brews lately.
I have been summoned.
I'll have to call you back.
What are you?
I'm the Pizza Mander.
Why are you?
I'm the patron saint of commander ideas.
That seems like an extremely specific domain.
You're very right.
Why are you a pizza?
You're asking me why the Pizza Mander is a pizza?
No, I'm asking, forget it. Why are you here?
I have heard your cries for commander inspiration, and I have come to you with an offering. Enjoy.
Whoa. Yeah, this is awesome. But it's an uncommon.
Papa Commander, baby!
That's right, everyone. We're mixing it up today with something a little different, a Pauper Commander deck. Every card besides our commander is going to be a common only. Hi, welcome to another LRRMTG Deck Tech with me, Ben Ulmer. TMNT is here, and as an avid fan of pizza, skateboarding, and ooze, I'm particularly excited for this set. I spent hours in arcades as a kid playing Turtles in Time, and I can't count the amount of times my brother and I watched the live-action movies. There's a deep pool of new legendary creatures in the set, and while it might be fun to jam a deck full of turtles and kick some shell, one commander stood out to me as a slice above the rest, a real piece of upper crust magic design. I feel like you know where this is going.
Yeah, buddy, it's obvious.
So say hello to Pizza Face, Gastromancer, in a deck I'm calling You Wanna Pizza Me? Pizza Face is a 2/4 legendary artifact food mutant for 3 black-green that reads, when Pizza Face enters, create a food token. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to one other target artifact or creature. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 mutant creature in addition to its other types. You can also dump 10 mana and tap and sacrifice him to gain 15 life. He's a horrifying, yet delicious, food monstrosity that bolsters your creatures or turns artifacts into pizza monsters, letting your food tokens take a bite out of your opponents. Now let's assemble the ingredients for this pizza party. As is fitting for a feast, there's a lot of food. Anchovy and banana pizza is a particularly cool piece of removal, and the new Ice Cream Kitty is a food creature that can sacrifice a creature or token to draw cards. You've also got old reliables like Scream Puff, Giant Skewer, and Kirith Ungol Patrol, who will provide you with a solid supply of food to either grow into terrible beasties or eat for some life, whatever you end up needing more. Nutrient Block is also the perfect place to put your counters. If you're into making a horrifying, indestructible mutant bread thing that you can ram into your opponent's face.
It does double damage if they're allergic to gluten.
Treats are neat, but we need a balanced diet of payoffs for all these snacks, specifically ones that involve having a permanent leave our battlefield to trigger our commander. Hollow Scavenger, Mushroom Watchdogs, Sweet Tooth Witch, and Tempting Witch are all creatures who can sacrifice food to either pump them up or dome your opponents directly. And of course, if you're talking creatures that care about food, we can't forget Cauldron Familiar, who we can loop to drain our opponents even without the help of its BFF Oven. But it's not just creatures that care about food, there's plenty of spells that do too. Candy Grapple, Rowan's Grim Search, Deadly Dispute, and the brand new Stomped by the Foot all give you the opportunity to sacrifice some food for a more powerful effect, while also triggering your commander. So we're making food, sending it into battle, or feeding it to stray cats we find in an alley. But is it enough? Since we're already making all these tokens, why not put some token payoffs in here too? Nadier's Nightblade and Mirkwood Bats are all value engines in a deck that is constantly creating tokens and sacrificing them, while creatures like Bloodbriar and Gixian Infiltrator grow bigger and bigger every time you chow down. That leads us nicely into the other part of what our commander is doing, counters. Since our goal is to put +1/+1 counters onto an artifact or creature every turn, I'm sprinkling a bunch of synergy into that dough. Duskshell Crawl and Drix Fatemaker have the ability to give all creatures you control with counters on them trample, allowing your food monsters to crundle over those pesky 1/1 health inspectors. And Evolution Witness is completely absurd here, returning a permanent from your graveyard to your hand every time you put counters on it. All this food we're eating is going to be gaining us a decent chunk of life, so why not turn that into damage too? Marauding Blight Priest and Epicure of Blood ping your opponents whenever you gain life, giving every morsel a bit of extra bite. And Blood Researcher is an evasive little menace that will grow and grow. This pizza's almost done, but I still have a few extra toppings to add to our masterpiece. Heaped Harvest is a neat little buffet pile that ramps you both when it enters and when it leaves. And Master Chef is a helpful little enchantment that'll start off your creatures with some +1/+1 counters while also being a pretty huge flavor win. Fengrin Marauder makes your food in hearty meals by increasing the life gain from 3 to 8. And there are a lot of helpful spells that come with food attached, like Many Partings, Return from the Wild, and Revive the Shire. Finally, Evolving Wilds, Promising Vein, and Warped Landscape mean that even our lands will trigger a commander. Pizza is a way of life, near and dear to my heart, just like magic is. And the beauty of pizza is you can change out whatever you'd like for something more suited to your tastes, so feel free to experiment.
All pizza is good pizza, and even a bad pizza is still a fine pizza.
So, with that in mind, I'm starving, so I'm gonna go eat a pizza with a face and probably have nightmares for life.
Happy playing!